So they did, the legislature did say that.
Operations manager, former operations manager.
Sorry. I guess why do you feel this was the wrong thing for the district to do to enter into this agreement?
Well, first of all, let me say that the number one interest of mine and certainly all of the board members is our children. But I just think that when you take away certain rights that are inherent in our Constitution, the right not to appeal a decision if that decision is wrong, it's just certainly not a good thing for this district, and that's what my opposition is based upon.
And risking accreditation, I guess, going that route was worth it?
Well, I think as you heard it say, we don't know how long this thing could go on. There's certainly no end game within this agreement. June 30th is the deadline in terms of us trying to reach compliance. But the agreement has no end game. And so the state could be in here for 10, 12 years conceivably. And so that's another concern of mine. Certainly we don't want to risk accreditation, but on the other side, we had some other avenues at our disposal. We could have taken this thing perhaps a little bit further to argue our case in a court of law. I would not advocate that either, but in terms of giving up appeal rights, it's just nonsensical to me, and certainly not within the long-term best interest of our children.
What happens now, I guess, with the state, and does the board lose control now?
Well, essentially, based upon this agreement, we do. The board has certain rights, certainly, because we have ultimate fiduciary responsibility for the district. But based upon this particular area within the school district, we lose some control. We'll be given certain reports along the way as it relates to the kind of progress that we're making. But still, we don't have the kind of control that I think is necessary for us to be the ultimate fiduciary authority for this district. And that, again, is a concern of mine.
And what is it? If someone from the state becomes an administrator, what happens now?
Well, actually, there's going to be what is called an administrator of the corrective action plan, which will be hired and paid for by the state. That person will be required to make certain reports to the board. We were able to get that into the agreement. But again, that person will be working at the discretion of the state of Mississippi, and so essentially will be in control, under the control of the state.
Now, the state's never taken away school accreditation. Do you think that the board gave into a bluff?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I would certainly not like to see whether or not the state is bluffing. I just resented the fact that we were giving up a basic right, which was the right to appeal. So whether they were bluffing or not, I'm not here to say that. But I just think we had certain rights, or have certain rights in this country. We have certain rights as a board, and we are essentially giving up that right by this vote today.
Thank you.
Thank you.